to Manjiri's Wanderlust. This time I have brought the experience from the awe-inspiring, breathtaking, extraordinary Himalayan ranges from Kathmandu to Everest Base Camp. Everest Base Camp, our trek from Lukla to Everest Base Camp, a 10-day trek staying up in the mountains. We started from Kathmandu and took a small flight to Lukla. Stayed from Lukla the same day. We unpacked and repacked and started our trek to first night at Tuk Tuk, which is a little further up from Phakding. Stayed there for one night. Then to Namche Bazaar, stayed here for 2 nights. One day was the acclimatization hike up to the Everest hotel. From Namche Bazaar, we trekked up to a small village called Deboche. Stayed there for one night. The next day from Deboche, went up to Dingboche. 2 nights in Dingboche, 1 day for acclimatization. From Dingboche, going up higher in elevation to Lobuche. 1 night in Lobuche, and then the next day was the big day. From Lobuche, we started in the morning and reached Gorakshep by noon, repacked, took a smaller pack, and after lunch started our trek to Everest Base Camp. From Everest Base Camp, returned back late afternoon, and from Everest Base Camp back to Gorakshep. Stayed there for the night. Then the last day of our trek we came down to Pheriche. Pheriche was the last night up on the mountains. After that, next morning we got up and took a helicopter from Pheriche down to Lukla, and from Lukla on the same day took a flight back to Kathmandu. A 10-day, around 45 to 48 miles from Lukla to Everest Base Camp was a trek in November 2024.
It's November 5th, day 1. We are at Nepali Ghar in Kathmandu. This is a group. We're a group of 9 people from all from USA. And traveling with the company called Embark, and all set to go to the airport to fly into Lukla.
This is how they're weighing our bags. We're at the airport, checked in, duffels. And 15 people for sure. All the luggage is checked in. It was crazy. You're at 6 p.m. and Summit Air. Our bags, everything had to be under 15 kilos, so that was extra. So we are done. I think that's the airport. A lot of trekkers going up. And our guide is up there.
After months of preparation, physical training, mentally getting ready, and in anticipation of what's to come, stress about the luggage, and finally we are on the flight from Kathmandu to Lukla. Can't wait for what's to come from the Himalayan ranges.
We just landed in Lukla. Beautiful weather, beautiful sunrise. That's our flight. And beautiful views of the valley.
Heard so much about this Lukla airport, one of the shortest runways in the world. Taking this video for flight taking off after I landed safely at Lukla. Here you go. Watch the flight taking off from the short runway.
Beautiful amongst the sun and the mountains. The shortest runway in the world. go. We have landed 10 minutes ago and now we are up here, surrounded by the first glimpse of the Himalayan ranges in Lukla. And we're going to have breakfast here. It's 7:10 a.m. and go down. Passport check. Kumbhu municipality. Lots of shops. This is one, a nice Buddha will for good luck. And Everest Trekkers Lodge. There was a nice Sherpa coffee. An hour into, or hour and a half into the trek. And you can hear a lot of the helicopters passing by. We have the mules going, beautiful barrels. Bye bye. The Zulta Bridge. We write all these prayers in Nepali on the rocks or small stones. We're kind of 3 miles out. It's been up down. Like here, written on the stones. One more. Stopped for lunch here at a nice restaurant, Wind Horse Lodge. We're halfway there, I think.
The beautiful owner of this restaurant.
This is Phakding. Yeah, so this is Phakding, the Deboche River. Normally people stay here, but we are going to go further. A little bit today. It is 3 p.m. We arrived at the Tok village and beautiful setting because we are right near the waterfalls. The Himalaya Lodge. This is where we're going to stay. What a setting. View of my room. So there are 2 twin beds and nice table. This is the first tea house at Tok. I think we're at 7,500 elevation. We came down and it also has an attached bathroom here. Day 2, we are ready for our now trek to Namche Bazaar. Like I saw yesterday, we stayed at the Himalaya Lodge. I'll show you. It is cold. That's the Himalaya Lodge. Very comfortable rooms.
So that mountain is called Namche Bazaar, which is 41,000 feet.
And who is telling us as a lead guide? Purushottam.
Purushottam.
Come on, thank you. mule crossing, and we are standing right at the edge to give them that's their right of way. And there are some choppers. That's where we were staying. We came up from there.
Sure.
This is how all the path is. It's up and down, lots of steps going up. Heart buster. A quick stop, restroom break. It's everywhere, very nicely built, small shops, toilets, and guest houses. So this is one of them. And you can see people coming up. It's all up and down. Yaks, people, mules. This is another small village. It's 8:30, November 6th, just about an hour into our long trek to Namche Bazaar. But the sun has come out. This is a 21-footer. Going on the bridge, walking on the bridge. Okay, there's no river, and didn't know there is. Buddha playing wheel. Pray for our safe journey and steps. On the way to Namche Bazaar.
As we passed through this Kani gate, it marks our official entry into the Kumbhu region valley of the Sherpa people. There are five things that we should be refraining from: taking life, refrain from anger, refrain from jealousy, and refrain from offending others. Enjoying the Nepali music as we trek, singing and dancing. That's our group.
On the way to Namche Bazaar, everything white. Just a little quick stop here. We have more steps to go up, straight up. We are approaching the highest bridge, Hillary Bridge, which is up here. After this, switchbacks to go to Namche Bazaar. That's the highest Hillary Bridge, suspension bridge. That's the wall, the steps ladder, and go all the way up. So bridges and steps and rocks. That's another suspension bridge that we just crossed.
Yes. Here comes the wind. Watch out, that's up.
That's the Pheriche Bridge, the highest, windy, beautiful, and walking like a little kid helps to balance. So very fortunate for good weather. Going pole pole or Vistaria. Vistari. Towards the end now. Namche Bazaar. The big looks like a hill station. Oh, 20,000 foot. And we have arrived at Namche Bazaar, but we still have to climb steps to our hotel. That's our group here. Resting. Running on the hydropower. All of them. This is a typical tea house where we have our lunch. And there's a fireplace. They give us hot water. Breakfast, lunch. This is a more fancier place. It's me. That's our group. We're ordering breakfast. We just had dinner and we're ordering breakfast. And every day we come here for our breakfast and lunch. And here are our guys who take our order. And they're so very good. We just had roti. I just had roti, dal, sabji. So this is the tea house. I've been lucky. I'm staying by myself in a double room, but this is at Namche Bazaar. Pretty cozy. Of course, it gets cold in the night. Side table, electrical layout, um, two bed. The trick to get ready for the morning. We always start 7 for breakfast. We have to be out by 6:45 or something like that. The bowls, my duffel, and it's a pretty nice room. Another trick is to keep all my phones and everything inside the comforter so they don't freeze. Also, whatever I'm going to wear the next day because it's very very cold. So you just put it under the blankie so they are ready. So basically pre-planning for the next day. And we have attached bath, nice and clean, and hot water. So the shower was nice. Was able to take shower yesterday and today. After this, I think no showers. This is the tea house at 80 Friendship Lodge. You know, you finish it, you get to walk one. Lots of truckers. School assembly. Had some drums and some talking. It's very bright and sunny day. And that's Claudia coming up. Purushottamji.
This is day 3. We hiked up about 1,000 feet to get the first glimpse of Sagarmatha, which is Mount Everest. And as we walked, we were again blessed with a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, clear blue skies, and amazing view of 3 mighty peaks.
We have reached 3,860 meters. First view, the pointy one is Amadablam. The one on the right, the clouds is Lhotse, and this is Mount Everest. Yes.
Here is a detailed explanation of the model at the Everest Hotel View by our lead guide,
Right now
Purushottam.
we're at here, 12,700 feet. So straight on your right, this one is Amadablam, 22,000 feet.
Which we saw.
And straight, this is the 4th highest mountain in the world, Mt.Lhotse, which is 27,900 feet. On the left of the Mt.Lhotse is Mount Everest, which is 29,000 feet.
So today we saw Lhotse,
Mount Everest,
Amadablam,
and then
Everest. Okay.
Mount Lukla, which is 25,000 feet.
So that is Mount Lhotse. Which one is this? Out of the 3
This one
peaks?
is Lhotse. This
The
one
pointy
is,
one is the Lhotse.
yeah, this one is Mount Everest.
Correct.
This one is Mount Lhotse. That's Mount Makalu,
That's Makalu.
5th highest in the world.
So
And then
there's
base camp, we go from here, go around all the
base
way.
camp is here.
Base camp is over here.
Oh, there.
Yes.
And where's Namche Bazaar? It's not in here.
Yeah, it should be over here.
Oh, Namche Bazaar. Nice. This is how we are now going to go down. Another about 1,500 feet elevation down. Look at, it's about 1 o'clock. Still very beautiful. Here's the chopper which landed. And the Everest and other mountains are behind. Here's the Hillary Bridge.
Walking down off the Kumbhu Valley. We just saw the Hillary Bridge. This is now a little bit more flatter. Climbed up rather. Lots of helicopters. Another good day to be hiking. As we're walking down to Dingboche, unreal. Beautiful day. I'm just taking the video so everybody believes. Again, the leftmost is Sagarmatha, Mount Everest, Lhotse, and Amadablam. It is another day, November 8th. Beautiful, beautiful day. That can't believe that we are blessed with this weather as we walk. We walked, trekked 2 miles out of the monastery in front of Amadablam. Now it's a little flatter trek, but hilly, Dudh, Koshi, stupas, and Amadablam. Look at the beautiful scenery. Another mile or 2 till lunch break. There were steps so far. Now it's flat. So hence I took out my video camera out. Another beautiful view of Sagarmatha, Mount Everest, as we're getting out. And that's Mount Everest.
But where are you passing? Where are you passing?
We just stopped for a bio break, and this is how the nice stops are. Well run, high mountain cafe. Typically, I've seen, and that's again Amadablam, Lhotse. Everest is behind that. But here's a glimpse of the toilet, nice and clean, the Western and the Indian style, but very clean. Some of them have running water, flush tank, you can flush. You can't flush the toilet paper, so I just put it in a basket on the side. Everywhere there is this beautiful peaceway. The yak bells, tempted to buy them. It's like one of those from Switzerland, and the weaving is, of course, the Nepali. Lots of trinkets, and then these guys going everywhere. So just a glimpse of the rest stops and cafes. After a nice rest stop here, we carry on for another hour or so and then come down to this Zambala Lodge to have a lunch break. Passing through beautiful, another shaded areas, crossing a suspension bridge, of course, giving the right of way to all these beautiful animals. And then we head to the last evening stop of the monastery. We're almost there to Dingboche. We stopped rough hike after 7.5 hours, I think, at a monastery. And at sunset, look at these peaks glowing partially.
We open in Everest, Sagarmatha.
Oh, hai upar? That is Sagarmatha?
Yeah.
Is that?
Stately.
Yeah, that one.
This one.
Oh,
This one, Sagarmatha.
Sagarmatha, this one.
Yeah. Not this one, this
Yes,
one.
on the top. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
on the top.
Arre wah. And
The mountains again. Mount Everest. After sunset, everywhere else is dark, but she is glowing like nothing. November 9th. It is 7:30. We are checking out from Deboche. This is where we stayed. Extremely cold. Last night was the first night I had to take out my sleeping bag and all the warm clothes. Here they are packing our bags. They do that for bag. Say hello, he's a waterman. And that's the typical tea room. Just had a breakfast. I typically have 2 toast, butter jam, and masala chai. So we're ready to leave for Dingboche and at elevation 14,800. The sun is out. Hopefully another great day. 7:30, November 9th, day 5th.
The beginning of the cold.
Early morning view of Everest and Amadablam leaving Deboche. November 9th, the path. We're heading to Dingboche. Now we can recognize Amadablam, Lhotse, and Mt.Sagarmatha. One more time. Okay, so this is the hospital. Say.
So the hospital is named Pangboche Health Post, but it lies in Kumbhu, Pasang Lamu, Gaon Palika, Ward number 4. So Pasang Lamu is the name of the woman, first Nepalese woman, who climbed Mount Everest in 1993. Sadly, she died while coming back to Camp 4 on that same day.
Oh.
So the whole valley is named after her.
Okay. She's a local?
Yeah.
She was local
She's
from
a bit 3 hours down from Lukla.
Oh. And she passed away because of?
Exhaustion.
Oh no.
Tiredness. Fatigue.
Fatigue. We've arrived at the Pangboche Monastery. It is at a 13,000 feet plus minus a few hundred elevation above sea level. It's one of the oldest ones built in the 16th century. You can see it's very operational. There are lots of artifacts still kept there. Monks still come here and read their books and pray. And a lot of the village people come up too. So you can see these are their main sacred books, which are stored in these little cubbies. And the monks come up and read these books. There's also a Yeti skull and hand, which is preserved in this monastery. He was believed to be helping the lead monk while he was still alive. On the way now, back on the way after the monastery. So these are this is flat, another hour more of uphill. Amadablam always to the right. And these are some prayer pillars which you will climb.
See the path. There's one side is a cliff, and we are going down, down, down to village. Last view of the Everest. After this, we will not see. But the path now is gravelly and one lane only. We're heading to Dingboche. Another stream bridge crossing. That's the path. Okay, this is our lunch fancy restaurant. It is called Somare. Please give in your orders: tacos, salsa, avocados. Okay. We left after a lunch around 1:45, getting up to the higher elevation. See how the landscape has changed. It's all no trees, alpine gone. Now only dry grass, rocks, and mountain. This is a flat for some time. It's very windy and cold. Clouds have come in, so the temperature has dropped. And we have to climb about 1,000 feet to get to the 14,040 or 80 elevation. But that's the trek. Lots of the Deboche River. Now there's a bridge down there. Another bridge. You have to cross the river. The rock slides.
Arrived at the Dingboche tea house. No attached toilet, but they had showers with hot water, so that was a big treat. The most amazing part was that the owner of this tea house was so very humble, and was pleasantly surprised to find out that he had summited Mount Everest 7 times, and a beautiful, very humble couple.
November 10th, we are on a acclimatization hike. We can see Lhotse, which is, I'm zooming in, the third tallest mountain, Everest, K2, Lhotse, 27,000, some 900 or so. And then there's the peak, another small mountain. Okay, this one, Lhotse.
So this one is Lhotse, the 4th highest in the world.
This one.
Yeah. So this is the main Lhotse. On the right is Lhotse Sar. And this is called Sartse, which is 22,000 feet.
And Lhotse is how many?
This one is 27,900 feet.
Oh, wow.
So this is called Island Peak, the black one. This is the special one from here, the local one, 20,000 feet. And the one which looks like pyramid is...
We are November 10th. We are on the top of about 500 feet gain, so we are 15,000 elevation. Doing good. Look at the landscape, which has changed, and surrounded by all these 20,000 plus peaks. This is the way. If you see a path, I'll show you people walking somewhere. We will be going tomorrow to Lobuche. That will be camp 5. I'll just do a 360. It's bright and sunny again today. It's cold, of course. November 11th, we're hiking to Lobuche. It's a beautiful day, tough climb because it was very cold. But look at that. We're above the clouds and beautiful mountains. The sun is out, dry.
Legs are overrated. Cow legs are
Okay. We're 15,800. That's Amadablam.
Yeah?
Create these their own peace stones or findings, nice temples. November 11th, almost, I think, 2:30 or 3 p.m. Beautiful mountains. See the terrain, it's all rocks and snow-covered peaks. We're almost about half an hour or less for Camp 5 at Deboche. This is Kumori. We're almost close to our camp. Deboche.
This one is Link Train.
And Kumori is 23,000?
Yes. On the right is Link Train, 21,000 feet.
Mm.
So from Link Train, it's Kumbhu.
This one is Kumbhu.
22,000 feet.
Wow.
And then a bit on right, on the behind one.
Yeah. Yeah. This one. Yeah.
The behind one, this one.
Uh-huh.
It's Sangse. That's 24,000 feet. And this is Nupse.
This is Nutse.
25,000 feet.
Wow. 23, 25.
Now.
And then there's the moonrise. Arrived at Lobuche, 16,100. This is my room. It's freezing cold, maybe 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Bathrooms are all outside. Here at 4 p.m. We started at 7 today. Again, I think every day is a new day, tough day. But what a beautiful view of Mt.Lhotse from my window. That's the mountain, and that's the tea house. above the cloud lodge. It's amazing how people still at this elevation are able to serve. That's me, all covered up, still cold. The minute you stand for a few minutes, it's cold. I have about 4 layers on the top, 2 layers on the pant. Tomorrow is D-Day. We go from 16,010 feet elevation, hike up to Gorakshep, which is 16,800, have a lunch, and then pack up and go to Everest Base Camp. So tomorrow will be the big day. Today is November 11th. Okay, most of us are going to tomorrow we're going to start early at, I think, 6:30 a.m. It'll probably be 1 degrees Fahrenheit or even less. So the idea is to just wear everything and go to sleep. So ready for the hike. Maybe I need warmers and balaclava. It was cold today. All right, November 11th. Now we have dinner at 6 p.m. and early to bed. 7:30 a.m. We are on our way to Gorakshep, November 12th. Bright sun is out.
Right now, it doesn't hurt to stand still.
So today we go to Gorakshep, have lunch, and then head out to EB, Everest Base Camp.
You're not cold? You didn't even have it zipped up.
That's me, November 12th. Swollen as hell. Spots, but look at the view. Beautiful.
It doesn't even warm.
We're on our way.
The glacier destroyed the peaks.
Along the Kumbhu glacier. At 10:30. 11 a.m. we reached Gorakshep, 16,800 elevation. That's Pumori. And you can actually see Everest too. The one at the back. And all the clouds are rising. Alright, that's Everest. This is Deboche. Tough climb. Tough climb. This is how it looks. (9:35) Kumbhu Glacier. Here's the Kumbhu Glacier. That hole is a glacier. It's melted now. Surrounded by beautiful peaks. This is how the path is to Everest Base Camp. All rocks, 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 rocks. The mountains, the glaciers. We have to just find our way through the rocks. The path is difficult. There she is. Whoa. One more time. Mount Everest. Yeah, I've had so many room of it. We're almost there. You could say this is the path, and down there is the base camp. Zoom in. Very close. That's the Kumbhu Glacier, right?
Yes.
Kumbhu Glacier. Right next to the Kumbhu Glacier, if I can zoom in more.
This is honey.
These are the lines.
So I do have a
Just arrived at the Everest Base Camp Rock. It's 2:53. Took us 2.5 hours. That's the Kumbhu Glacier. Rough terrain. That's our team. See how many people are going. It looks like the summit line. All the people. This is the most difficult coming up. See, because it's icy and it's not even one lane, half a lane. So we have to be very careful. We just did the half part. This hard part. As long as I start descending, hopefully I'll start feeling better. November 13th, going to Pheriche. This is the Kumbhu Glacier water, the Yaksak Road crossing the whole water. Leaving the Kumbhu Valley, 14th November, going to the chopper. We're here for the helicopter. Lead, bags. Yes?
in case you have
That's our helicopter coming in at Pheriche, November 14th. We are also ready to go back to Lukla in Kathmandu, November 14th, 6:30 a.m.
looking down at the valley, the Kumbhu Valley, and all of its paths, just feeling so very humbled. And there are not enough words to express how I'm feeling right now. Going back, doing a tough trek to Everest Base Camp and returning back safe and sound in one piece, just by the grace of God and grace of Sagarmatha.
Thanks to Embark Exploration and my fellow trekkers for such a magical experience in the Himalayan ranges. To the most compassionate and supportive guides, a duo of father-son duo, Papa Tiger and Baby Tiger, and a very knowledgeable lead guide, Purushottam, who patiently explained all the peaks, the high peaks, and their names and details. The entire team who took good care of us and made every single step possible as we summited the Everest Base Camp. Couldn't do without them.